Okay, hello, and welcome back to Chill and Play. I do not remember. Is that a new? Oh God! I always do that. I always press on the track instead of the recipe. Why do I always do that? I don't remember. Oh yeah, it is a new one. Okay. Oh, it's a very difficult one. Will I remember? I don't think so. I will try. Blue, rara, and cheese, and then 6 olives, 6 mushrooms, 4 peppers. Oh wait, 4 peppers, 4 onions. That that is a lot to remember. But I mean, to be fair, the picture pretty much tells me like 6 olives, 6 mushrooms, 4 peppers, 4 onions, and then the red sauce, we can see it. So it should be fine. It should be fine. I hope so. Where's the shop? I should have a lot of money. Kind of. Did I spend all of the money last time? I don't remember that. Okay, let's see. 154. The build meter makes it easier. That could be good. A booster. Nah. A cut guide. See, a cut guide could be cool. However, I don't remember like how many people have each one, and also like each one is a different price. So the only one I can buy anyway is this one. I mean, to be fair, I can use this one for this one too, right? Unless the game won't let me, which kind of sucks, but okay. But I guess for now, let's do that. Yeah, sure. Why not? Why not, ladies and gentlemen? Let's start this week and hope for... I haven't had a single perfect day, huh? This game is hard to get perfect, and as always, like the closers are just so strict and so annoying. My goodness, I'm helping other customers. I get back to them like as fast as I can, and they give me a 60% on the waiting time. Like, excuse me? Don't be a closer then? Just like logically speaking, why? Yeah. Customer set. I forgot how I'm. Right, I need to press on this. Okay. Oh, there we go. Yes, perfect. Nice. Customer service is just. It's such. I don't even know how to describe it, right? I feel like every person, like, legitimately has to work customer service at least once in their life, just to understand the atrocity of it. Because, like, let alone, it's not just the customer service part, right? It's also the just brutal, I don't know, work conditions, I guess, in general. Because, like, I used to live in Osaka, right? And then I moved this one. I moved last April to start university, and now I live in Nagoya, in Japan. And I mean, to be fair, that's a whole different conversation to have, if I'm being fair. But for the first few months, because, I moved, I started university, I had to give myself time to, I don't know, get used to everything. I didn't work. And then, like, finally, in the last month of the first semester, I finally decided, you know what, it's time. I spent all of the money that that my dear mom gave me, mother dearest. And yeah, I had to start work, and it took quite a while to find a job, which, I mean, I guess it's kind of fair, but also, like, oh, that is super uneven. Oh well. But, like, I don't know. I feel like it is. Yeah. Yeah. That was super. That was a horrible cutting. I'm sorry. But I feel like it was harder to find a part-time job here, like as a foreigner, than it was in Osaka. Because actually, I don't know why, but it was just harder. Like, if you go to Japan, in most places, especially in big cities, pretty much all of the convenience stores are filled by foreigners. Like, especially in the evenings and night shifts and stuff like that. It's like 99% foreigners. Of course, if you go to the countryside, it won't be like that, but in cities, it's definitely like that. So I tried applying online for the same chain that I worked in Osaka, and I applied in like 7 different stores along the route of my like the route I go to university in, the train the train line, and none of them called me back. Like, none of them contacted me in any shape, like in any way. And it's honestly made me so demotivated. But then I finally found like a listing in one of those job searching sites for what's it called? You know those sushi chains where it's like train, oh god, what was it? Blue, rare, cheese. I need to focus here. Here we go. 6 olives. Like those chains were the conveyor belt, that's what it's called. Conveyor belt sushi. So I went to the interview. I forgot. I can't talk at the same time. That's insane. Oh my god, I need to focus so much. Also, like, getting the interview in the first place was kind of like, because I'm not Japanese, they had to call me and schedule the interview on the phone. And then I got the interview, I went there, everything was fine and dandy. Like, she called me the same day that I got accepted or whatever. Like, I passed. I was super happy because they pay more than the minimum wage, which is great, especially considering that the minimum wage in Nagoya is lower than in Osaka. So, like, moving here, I knew this was going to be... Oh, come on. This was going to be, like a problem... Not a huge problem, but it could become a problem, because I got used to, receiving a certain amount of money every month, and instead of that, I'm going to get, like, I don't know, 10% less, something like that. And I did try to find, like, a cheaper apartment to make my living expenses cheaper. And I did find a cheaper apartment, that's for sure. However, because my previous apartment had a lot of things included in it, the end result is that the apartment, together with all of the utilities and the transportation costs to my university, I wouldn't say they're the same. It is lower than the total in, like, before. It is lower, but it's not that much lower. And I did kind of hope that I could work a little bit less, because I want to focus on, studying. I am a student on a student visa. It's important to study properly. But yeah, as it turns out, just from working part-time, not gonna happen. I mean, thankfully, I did get a scholarship. It's not a huge one, and I am going to try and save as much of it to pay for next year's tuition. Although, looking at the situation currently with how much money I've already spent from it, and I love to buy like Uber Eats and stuff like that. I wouldn't. I'm not very hopeful. Like, some of it I'll probably be able to save, but at the best case scenario, I'll probably be able to pay for only like half of the tuition next year, which is not great. Which is very, very bad. Very not the good. So, this one, oh god. Like this. Please don't be mad at me, please. Please, Jojo, come on. 67. Come on, man. I lost a star. Wait, what? I got a 68 on the cooking? What? Oh, come on. Anyway, yeah. So, like, I got she told me on the phone that I passed the interview, and I was super like happy, because not only they pay, like, the base salary is higher than the minimum wage. I need to focus on this one. Oh boy. There we go. Popcorn, and this one, and last one. Come on. This. Ooh, barely. 3 seconds left. I'm not good at these things. 1 spatula, 2 sausage, 3 plant, spike, knife. Ooh, that was good. Almost 9 seconds left. Damn, I'm impressed with myself. Good job, me. All right. 1. There we go. 2 popcorn, spicy, sugar, honey, There we go. Oh, nice. Good job, me. Good job. Patting my own shoulders. Okay, how far have I fallen? Jesus Christ. Robbie, how you doing, my boy? So not only do they pay more than the minimum wage, they also like have bonuses kind of if you work on the weekends, which is awesome because that's all I work. So that's great. Like, I get a lot of extra money just from that. But like, from the day of the interview until I actually started working, it took almost 2 weeks. Because the store manager, like, is barely in the store, and like only in the evenings and on the weekends, and it took so long to get me registered into the system. And then when I finally did, like, we talked about the fact that like, summer vacation, I have a lot of free time. Like, yes, we're going to work, earn money. Yes, very good, money. Like, he himself told me, like, yeah, I'm going to make you work a lot. And I was, like, kind of dreading that, obviously, because it's tiring. But at the same time, it is summer vacation. I do want to work and save money. But at the end of the day, like, when we, like, how they do that is that in the interview they ask you beforehand which shifts you want constantly to get, within your availability. And at the time I gave them my availability with the class schedule I had in that semester, which basically was like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, with a weekend, 3 days in a row, the busiest days in the week, and then like Tuesday, because I finished school early that day, and why not? Focus. Oh, no, I'm redoing that. Nuh-uh. Horrible, absolutely horrible. But even though he said that, and we talked about it, and he had my availability, like, up until now, it's been a month right, of summer vacation, and over a month and a half since I started working there, except for 1 week, all I've been getting is just the weekend shifts. That's it. Which, you know what, could be fine. Like, yeah, like because like it is tiring, and I get home and I feel super exhausted, and then the next day I also like I barely have any motivation to do anything. But like the biggest problem is that working 3 days in a row, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, is just, those days are so busy. And like specifically Friday is, I would argue, it is the busiest day of the week. Like, it could be debated whether it's Friday or Saturday, because like I'm working evenings. So it could be debated which one is worse. But the problem is, oh my god, I got it perfect. For the first time? I think so. Oh, I'm excited. So it could be argued. But the problem with Friday is that in the station that I'm working at, in the kitchen, on most of the time, like most weeks so far on Friday, I'm basically alone, which is horrible. It is absolutely hell, I'm not going to lie. Because like the station I'm most of the time I do is the station of like what is in the West considered to be regular sushi, like rolls sushi. So that and dessert. So it's not even one station, it's technically 2 stations, but they're kind of, both of them are not enough to be considered a full station on their own, so they're combined, but then it's too much for one person. It's like that kind of, problematic situation. So on Fridays, I'm mostly alone in that station, which means that for pretty much the entire shift, I'm just running around completely stressed, trying to do like all the work and get everything done. And I'm almost all of the shift, the entire shift, I'm late on my orders. And everything on the screen is just red, which also adds to my stress. And it's not fun, like not physically, not mentally, it's just horrible. So like, yeah, and the worst part about it, that unlike Saturday and Sunday, I don't even get extra money for all of that. Like, it's kind of stupid. Like, I get the initiative to pay more for people to work on the weekend, because who wants to work on the weekend, right? But at the same time, comparing the work on Sunday to the work on Friday, it's not comparable, like, at all. Night and day, honestly. Especially with the fact that on Sunday, I do have a partner pretty much the entire shift. I'm not alone. So like the other, like last weekend, my last shift I did on Sunday, there were quite a few times, like quite a few moments where I just, not just me and the other person kind of just stood there and searched for things to do, which, I mean, we did have, like pre-make things to have on reserves and stuff like that. It's not like we completely stood still and did nothing, but still, like, orders wise, we had quite a few times where we just didn't have any orders. So yeah, like I since 2 weeks ago, I kind of decided that I want to talk to my manager and like ask him to change my availability hours. But again, that man barely steps into the store. Like, he only comes on, I guess, the weekends in the evening, but not always. Like if he comes to the store, it would be on the weekend, on the evening, in the evening. However, since I decided to talk to him about that, I haven't seen him for 2 weeks. And then finally on Sunday I saw him, but I saw him when I came to the shift and he was talking on the phone, and then he had other things to do after I already signed in and like started to work. So I didn't get any chance, and he left before the shift ended. So again, I lost my chance to talk with him, and like, what am I supposed to do? And like, another thing that absolutely baffles me is that there is no group chat to the work. Like, we live in the 21st century, 2020. Oh, come on! 67% again? The person before you had 100%. The fuck are you talking about? Sorry for cussing. I got a little bit heated. As I was saying, we live in 2025. Like, what kind of a workplace, whether it be full-time or part-time or just, you know, a grocery store or whatever, what kind of a workplace doesn't have a group chat for everyone? Like, it's not normal. That's another one I need to focus. Bunny, red, checkered, green, yellow, red. Bunny, red, checkered, green, yellow, red. Okay, bunny, red, checkered, green, yellow, red. Okay. Perfecto. Very nice. I can have a good memory if I try. Okay. Purple, mask, Mexican, same as hat, black and orange. Hat. This, mask, Mexican shirt. And checkered, and this. Nice. That was not racist. Okay, that's literally a Mexican. I think it's Mexican. Latin? No, I think it's specifically Mexican. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure okay. Spanish. I think it was Spanish. Oh, never mind. Okay. Blue dots, red cow, Crocs. Yeah, I don't remember. Oh God. This blue. Cow, Crocs. Ooh, okay. Clutch, nice. Ooh, okay. So like every job I've had so far in my life, in my entire life, and believe me, I've had like a few jobs, maybe even too many considering my age. Like, granted, most of them were part-time and like not a full-time job, but still too many. Actually, I don't think so. I think I'm 23. I think the amount of jobs I've had so far is normal. Like, there's not too many jobs I've had for a short period of time. Like, when I first came to Japan, I had a job that I worked at like 3 weeks, and then I decided that no way I'm doing that anymore, and I quit. Just physically, and the uniform, it was absolutely horrible. I couldn't do that. And also they lied to me on so many things before I actually started the job. Never mind that. And then back in my home country, I worked at a hotel also for like a month, and then I quit. I actually don't remember the reason I quit. I think it was to go with my mom to South America. So, not completely a valid reason. Wait, actually, was it that? I think it was. Maybe. I just, at this point, I don't remember. I have a horrible, horrible memory. So, like, every job I've had so far has some sort of, group chat. Mostly the function of the group chat is to communicate, like, communication between the managers and the, I guess, regular workers. That's one. And then two, for part-time jobs or like retail jobs and stuff like that, it's to send the shift schedule for the next week or whatever. Right? Both of those, non-existent. Like, they even go so far to say it's prohibited to even take a picture of the shift schedule posted at the store. Like the only way I have to know, way I have to know what my shifts are going to be is to physically go to the store and see the shifts posted. That is too much. Yep. That's what happens. No! Since when does it does that? Wait, what? I can just click? You're kidding me. Oh, that will save me so much time. Damn, I didn't know that. Alright then. But yeah, the only way I have when new shifts are posted, I have to physically go there. And also, like, there was a thing where I wanted to take a day off a week ago or something. And because the manager just disappeared from the store all of a sudden, like, I had no way to talk to him about it. And I also don't have his phone number. And, like, when I first started the job, I also asked him, like, if I had to, contact you sometimes about anything. I don't know, I got into an accident and I can't come to work. Like, what do I do? Or, like, I want a day off, whatever. What do I do? Like, how do I contact you? And he said, oh, you go on Google Maps and, like, you look at the store page, and I'm like, call the store, like, the phone store, and, like, yes. And, like, also, like, the way he explained to me, like, I'm an idiot. Like, that is not normal, right? To call the store phone as an employee to say that, oh, I'm sorry, I'm not feeling well today, I'm not gonna come today. Like, no, that is not normal. I'm sorry. Like, that's the one thing I really... Actually, it's not the one thing. There's quite a lot of things in this job that nope. In this job that are kind of hard for me to accept and understand, honestly. But that was one of the first things that I oh my god. Yeah, because I put too much, right? Sorry about that, Amy. Sorry, my bad. Because, I mean, am I wrong? Am I wrong to think that it's weird? Like, I genuinely, it's hard for me to accept that. This... So, like, I can't contact him. I can't really, if I take a week off because, I don't know, whatever. I don't have a way to easily check the new shifts. Alright, I can click now. Well, not now. I could always click, apparently, but, oh god. Oh, it's so much easier, I think. I don't know, maybe I'm just excited by a new thing that I've discovered. Like, if I randomly took a week off, I'll have to physically go to the store to see what the shifts are for the next week. Meh, I don't know about that. I don't really agree with that. Also, like, I don't understand this refusal to accept technology in Japan. Like, in so many aspects, they just utterly reject technology. Which is so ironic, considering, it's Japan and, like, the land of technology or whatever, with robots or whatever. Eh. I mean, to be fair, a lot of things kind of change, and I mean, even when I had to go to the town hall to register or something, I could make an appointment online. That's a plus. It is possible to do some things online. But yeah, like, the job, it's cool. I don't know what to say. It's very, very physically tiring. Especially when I have to work 3 days in a row like that. It's not a bad job. But yeah. Also, again, like, the point that I was trying, like, the thing that I talked about originally, just the fact that I wanted to work more. I wanted to save money, and he low-key kind of promised me that he will give me more shifts, and then I don't even have a chance to talk with him. And even more than that, now I made plans for September to go on a few trips. Like not too much, not too much, you know, because I'm still like, again, I don't really have money. But still, it's summer vacation. I finally have some time to do that. So at the very least, I wanted to go a little bit like around the area I live in, like the prefectures near here. So I planned a trip to a prefecture that is a 4-hour train ride away for like 3 days. It was supposed to be 2 days, but then I found too many things that I want to do there, and then one thing led to another, and it's 3 days now, and that's going to be next week. And then the other 2 trips I planned would be just day 43. Why? Oh, well, whatever. And then the other 2 trips would be just day trips, wake up super early, go there, do my things, and then come back super late, stuff like that, because it's closer. But then on top of that, I also... Apparently I failed one of my finals, so I have to take a remake exam at the end of September. Oh, come on. I'm doing my best here. I really am trying the fastest. I don't really have... You know what? This is the same problem I think I had in either the to-go versions of the game or the... What's the other one? No, I think it was to-go. Like, in the to-go version, it was the same... All of the customers were super, super strict about the waiting time. And like, what am I supposed to do? I'm doing my best here. Why are they so strict? I don't get it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah! Come on. Oh, it's so much harder to do with the mouse. Oh, just barely. Okay. Oh, that was scary. I'm used to doing this game with my touch screen. I can't do that with a mouse. I don't have that accuracy. Which is ironic coming from someone who likes to play PUBG, I guess. Shooting games in general. Ooh, perfect. Nice. Good job. I mean, to be fair, in PUBG you don't shoot like this, right, left, right, top, it's pretty much around the center, like this. Not just PUBG, shooting games in general. Come on. Perfect. Ah, okay. I got scared that I missed. Okay. So, like, I have to also take a remake exam. And, like, the original exam that I took, it's a mechanics exam, physics, mechanics. It's not easy. It's not exactly fun. Especially with the teachers in that class. Like, we had 2 teachers that divided the semester. Like, in the first half of the semester we had 1 teacher, and then the second half of the semester we had the second teacher. And both of them, not gonna lie, not to be rude, excuse me, but we're kind of shit teachers. Like, I'm sorry, as a teacher, kind of shit. Especially the second one. He was always late to class, like always, like 10 minutes late to class, and it was a class at 8:50 a.m. on a Monday. You know how annoying that is, that you wake up early on a Monday to go to school and your teacher is late 10 minutes? And not only that, he comes to class with his pretty much the entire class he teaches with one of his hands in his pockets, and the other one, like, sometimes looking up the material on his phone. And it was so baffling to me, honestly, to see that. Like, a teacher in Japan acting like that, I genuinely was so shocked. And again, also, like, the way he spoke, I don't know if it's specifically a me problem because I'm not fluent in Japanese, but he just... it was so hard for me to understand what he's saying. And then because of that, it was also obviously hard for me to understand the material. So when the final came, I studied for the exam for 4 days, which I usually don't do that. I don't really study for exams that much. I've never really needed to study too much for exams. Come on. So close. So close. 99. I studied for 4 days for that exam. Why can't I focus on 2 things at once? It's horrible. Oh my goodness. I'm like a man. Horrendous. Absolutely horrendous. I mean, to be fair, that last day before the exam, I was just so tired and just mentally exhausted at that point because I crammed the entire material of the entire semester into those 4 days and studied everything from the start because, I don't know, that just makes sense to me in how you need to study. Especially when you don't understand all of the material completely. I don't know, better to start from the ground up, right? So I studied the entire textbook basically in 4 days, and at the last day I was so tired and so exhausted, and I couldn't concentrate anymore. But then, lo and behold, I go to the exam, and what do I discover? Apparently the final exam wasn't on all of the semester. It was only on the second half of the second teacher's material. And because of that, there out of 6-7 questions in the entire exams, they were all basically divided into 2 types of the same, two types of questions. Now, one of the types, it was a material that I did fairly understand when I studied it. However, because I was so tired the night before, I low-key forgot how to solve it properly in the test. So I kind of solved it, but not really. You know what I'm saying? It's I don't even know how to explain it. The answer I got, for example, was 7. God, I don't even know how to give an example. I don't even remember. It was a month ago. I don't remember what even was everything. I barely even remember what I'm not even sure that I actually remember the second type of question, because the second type of question I remember I saw it and I just told myself that, yeah, I've never been good at this thing. I can't solve it, so I didn't solve those questions in the exam. But then because I didn't solve those questions and the questions that I supposedly knew how to solve, I kind of, kind of solved them. I failed. Although, to be fair, one of the questions, it had a word in it that described a shape, a 3-dimensional shape that we had to figure the center of mass of. And for the life of me, I tried to piece in the clues, of the information the question gave me to understand what that shape was, because I could not read that kanji and I had no idea what that is. And for some reason, the exam had no illustrations whatsoever, which I don't understand why. Add the illustration of the shapes at least. Come on. So I finished all of the other questions that I could do, and I come back to this one because that's the material that I kind of know how to solve, actually. New, at least. Right now, I don't know. But I come back to it 10-15 minutes before the exam ends, and I'm kidding you not, until 5 minutes before the exam ends, I just sit there trying to figure out what that shape is. Now, to be fair, I could have probably, maybe, I don't know, ask the teacher, like, can you tell me what this shape is? Although even if he said me even if he told me the word, I don't think I would have understood what it was. The only way I would have understood is if he actually drew on the paper the shape, and even then I don't think he's allowed to do that. I mean, yeah, it's only, the shape of the thing. It's not anything to do with the exam itself. But I kind of, I doubt that he would have done that. So, like, until 5 minutes before the exams, I'm trying like different three-dimensional spaces, shapes, and like trying to fit because like the question said something like, oh, the height of the shape is that, and then the base has a radius of that, and like, stuff like that, and I'm trying to figure out what that is. But only 5 minutes, 79, finally, thank you God, Redlin, I love you. Only 5 minutes before the exam ends, I finally realized that it's supposed to be a cone. A cone, like, with a base, that the base is a circle. But then at that point, I only had 5 minutes, and I got so flustered and nervous that I tried to start and solve it. But, like, the result that I had, like, the final answer that I had for the first sub question, it was clearly wrong. Like, I knew it was wrong, but the time finished, and yeah, I failed the exam, and it's so sad. Like, when the test results came out, they posted on the website a PDF, and they basically said, like, the following students will get credit for the class. And then it listed all of the students that passed the class, basically. And then I looked at that, and I didn't see my student number, and my heart just sank to the bottom. Because in my life, I can probably count on one hand the times that I've actually failed an exam. Like, it does not happen to me. I'm one of those, oh no, yeah, okay. Well, that's my fault for bragging, I guess. It's not really bragging. It's honestly, I don't think it's a good trait to be like a gifted kid. Like, yeah, obviously, oh, god damn it, that was bad. Yeah. Like, obviously, it's good to be smart in general. Is it this, I guess? Obviously, it's good to be smart. And as a child, to, like, absorb knowledge, I guess, in a way. Or, like, what's the word? Like, show you understand things in the world. But I feel like as a child, if you are too used to success, especially academically, like consistently used to school being way too easy, and, teachers just favoring you for no reason because you're quote unquote a good student, which I wasn't really. Like, I don't think I really had homework to do my entire high school life. And even if I had, I don't really think I did it, so I was not a good student. So, like, being used to that, and then getting thrown into the real world of, like, university, where things are a lot harder, and, like, they work a lot differently. Like, this semester, I spent so much time outside of classes studying and doing homework and, making assignments, because it is so different. And then from being someone who's used to academic success, at least somewhat, their entire life, and then having such a hard time in university, it really shocks you mentally, I guess. So, oh, we're in winter. Very good, very good. And, like, not only the result of this exam, Santa! Oh my So not only like it was that exam's result, but on the same day, one of the professors just decided to finally give marks to... Oh, that's a new one. Okay. Give marks on our assignments that we gave throughout the semester. And like that class was kind of like an artistic class, like kind of teaching us the basics of I don't know. I wouldn't say art, but like basics of, I guess, sketching and sculpting. I mean, not really, to be fair. I don't think they really taught us anything. It's more like each class we were giving an assignment and we did it and we got... And yeah, that's it. And like, I'm pretty confident in my sketching abilities. You know what, I've went to... Like, I've had private lessons in painting and drawing for about 8 years, I think it was. No, 6-7 years, something like that. So like, and even though it's been a while since I've had those private lessons, it's still, you know, it's something that is left in the body. Like, the body remembers how to do that after it get back to it eventually, like with enough practice. So I'm pretty confident with that. However, I am absolutely horrible in like anything... Oh, see, this is horrible. This is absolutely outrageous. Jesus Christ. I am horrible with anything that is like physical, you know? Like sculpting or I don't know. So like, except for the last assignment, everything was sketching and the like. And I was really proud of the things that I've done. Like, we had an assignment to draw a still life of like an apple and toilet paper for some reason, I don't know. And I was so proud of how mine turned out. Like, genuinely, I'm not even exaggerating. It did look kind of photorealistic, not gonna lie. I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but it was really good, especially considering that at that point, I haven't really drawn or painted in several years. At least not consistently. You know, here and there maybe, but not really. And I was so proud of that, and that was the first assignment he graded on the side, and I got the email notification that he graded that, and I enter, and I say that he gave me 80, an 80% out of 100 on something that I knew that I was on top of the class with. And I myself, like, even without like comparing it to other people, because, you know, comparison is the thief of joy or whatever. Which one was it actually? Oh, the crust. Okay, crust, rare, P. So like, you know, even without comparing myself to other people, comparing that to myself and like the amount of effort that I actually put into that assignment, it was such a shock for me. Like, at least give me a 90%. You know, I get not giving 100%. Like, fine, you know what, sure, whatever. I think it's stupid, but whatever. But at the very least, give me 90. And then even after that, he kept giving like scores to other assignments. And he gave me like 79, 77, 79 again. And then finally he was graceful enough to give me an 83 on the last assignment. Like, the only assignment I was not confident in, he gave me the highest score of 83. Which... The problem with like giving me like a 79 and 77 or whatever is because in our final like scores report or whatever, I forgot what it's called, our grades are not shown in a scale of 1 to 100. The 1 to 100 is transferred to a scale of S, A, B, C, and, you know, D, F, whatever. So him giving me 79 is kind of on. It's not kind of. It is is him being a bitch and purposefully giving me a C instead of giving me an 80 and giving me a B. And that is like, isn't it like, that's a bitch move, right? Especially on an artistic assignment. Like, why would you do that? Like, literally, why? And I was so confused why, but then I talked to other people in my class, and apparently like everyone basically got the same, like this kind of range of 77 to maybe a little bit over 80. Everyone got that, but why? Like, what's the point? And again, I know my assignment objectively was at the top of the class. Believe me, I know. And yet, like, why would you do that? So at the same day, like, I got all of those scores, which wrecked me mentally. And then also I discovered that I did pass the one exam that I knew would be the hardest. I mean, I knew that from the start, which is why I studied for it for 4 days, or at least tried to. And I didn't pass it, and now my summer vacation is going to end like a week early because I'll have to study for that exam, which is so annoying and unfair, honestly. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. There we go. Yes. So yeah, I'm kind of bummed out about that. So like, because I have all of the trips planned, and because I'm not sure if I'll take days off from my part-time job to study for the exam, because like last time I did it and I still didn't pass. So if I don't do it this time, what are my chances of passing like that, you know? At least that's the logic I have in my head. So I have the trips. I maybe would have to take days off from work on that week. And I just realized, like, even if I did talk to him, like, at this point of giving me more shifts or, like, trying to change my availability, because I thought of changing it, so I, like, to say that I won't be available on... Oh, come on, Queen. Come on, 77. It's a good. It's a C. It's a C+. Come on. Fine. Like, I thought maybe changing it so I wouldn't be available on Friday. Because, I mean, to be fair, like, aside from the fact that Friday is horrible and all of that, next semester I wouldn't be able to work on Friday anyway because I finished school too late. But just for, like, you know, this month before school starts, like, what am I supposed to tell him, right? Like, yeah, I want more shifts. Oh, you bitches, I swear to God. Like, yeah, I want more shifts, but please don't give me on that day because I'm going on a trip, and please don't give me on that day because I'm doing that, and please not on that day because I have to do this and that. And, like, you know, it's not really acceptable, I guess, to be so demanding. Because when I first thought of asking him to change my availability, I thought to change it to, like, to be available on Thursday and Wednesday. But basically all of my trips, I planned them purposefully to be on Wednesday. Just, like, in the off chance he will give me a shift on Tuesday, that it wouldn't clash. And yeah, I can change, I guess, the dates, barely, the dates of the trips to, like, I don't know, be on a Monday or something like that. But working Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then waking up at 5 a.m. on a Monday to go on a trip and walk all day, I don't know about that. Oh, no. So yeah, like another thought I had was to maybe find a different job to have like in the mornings, but again, I tried to apply online and just no one comes back to me, and I'm honestly kind of lazy to physically go to the stores and ask if I can. And like at some point I just thought, you know what, like summer vacation is for you, asshole. What is this sabotaging? Why am I always in the middle? Come on. Like at some point I just thought that, you know what, summer vacation is for resting and I don't know, gathering up energy for the next semester, I guess. So might as well just have one job. But yeah, I think maybe actually it won't work because I don't know, like there's also so many things I want to do on the summer vacation. Like I made an actual list and I wrote it on my whiteboard and I had like check boxes next to it so that every time I finish something I'll check it and like actually commit to doing everything. And already half of the summer vacation is gone. And I mean, to be fair, I did do some of the things, but not half of them. I mean, some of them I also kind of gave up on doing altogether. And honestly, I just need to erase them instead of them just staring at me and like mocking me for my failure. But like, I don't know, for example, I just, for some reason, I decided that I really wanted to try Linux. Because like, I have my main computer that I worked, like I paid a lot for, I built it myself. What is that? Eggnog? Ew. As a sauce? I've never had eggnog, but I'm imagining it's not nice. Not to offend any eggnog fans out there, but like, I'm sorry, it does not sound appetable. Appetable? No, that's not a word. Is that a word? Mr. Santa, how you doing? So yeah, I decided to, and since I have like my spare laptop, I guess at this point, which I paid way too much for that for that computer, I swear to God. But since I have that as an extra, and I mean, to be fair, it is, I mean, I don't want to say it's old, but I mean, thinking about it, I guess it is like 3.5, 4 years old at this point. And the way I used it and the things I downloaded on it, I guess it's fair to say that it's old at this point, or at least it's acting old. So might as well use it, you know, as an experiment to do things in computing. And then, so I decided to try, like, that was the idea, to try and install Linux and like understand how it works and what can you do with it, and you know, all of that shenanigans. And I haven't done that already, even though I wrote down like specific dates that would be the best to do it. I just haven't. I haven't done it. And honestly, I'm not sure I will at this point. Another thing, like I had this huge idea in my mind. What did I miss? 79%. Come on. Come on. Where is that? Here. Didn't add enough tomatoes. It weren't spaced evenly across the top half. Come on. Anyway, like another crazy, I guess, project idea that I wanted to do was to build a model of a house. Like actually, oh, that is horrible cutting. Jesus Christ. Like actually plan a house and build. Santa, you're way too nice, you know that? and build a model from it, like in actual concrete, because like I see those videos all the time on, I don't know, YouTube, Instagram Reels, whatever, and it's so cool to me. And there's a YouTuber that he stopped uploading for may his channel rest in peace. I loved his video so much, but he used to make videos of him building like models, and it was so beautiful and so fun. Like I wanted to do that so much, but I just realized that it is so much work, and I need to buy and like plan and research how to do like models with concrete and, you know, whatever I wanted to do, and also to buy all of those things and search for them in the first place. And I don't think I can give it so much time and actually do it, which is kind of sad. Because if I'm not gonna do it now, then when am I going to do it, right? But I guess that's life. I don't know. Maybe when I'll have a 9 to 5 and I come back home at 5 p.m. to just focus on my hobbies, maybe then I'll be able to do it. Hopefully, I'm crossing my fingers that at least at that time I could. Although, to be fair, maybe I'll have a family and then I won't have any hobbies to begin with, which kind of makes me sad. Do I want a family? I kind of do, but I also want, you know, my own life. Oh, the struggle of adult life. Jesus Christ. What else? Also, like I'm looking on the whiteboard right now to see what else I have there. Like I wanted to get a new tattoo, but yeah, my mom isn't really thrilled. She isn't exactly thrilled about the idea, I guess you could say. She's not a fan of tattoos, which reminds me, I suddenly remembered, I think last night I had a dream that my mom got a new tattoo. I don't even remember what kind it was, like, but it was kind of a cover-up of her old tattoo. Because she does have one, but because she's not completely, like, I think she kind of regrets it. I'm not quite sure. So like I had a dream that she kind of had a cover-up of that tattoo, but it was honestly a really bad cover-up. Like, not in the way that the new tattoo was bad, but like the cover-up itself was bad. Like you could see the old one very clearly. It was very weird. Anyway, I want to get a new tattoo, but a new tattoo means money. A new tattoo also like means, you know, to take care of it, and it's summer, and I'm not sure summer is a great time to get a new tattoo. You know, with all of the sweat and everything, not good. Oh, Lapit, 87% in waiting. I love you so much. But also, like, honestly, the biggest reason was because where I want to put the new tattoo, like, I already have in mind what I want specifically. But the place I want it to be is... with how my body is right now, I'm not sure that's the best idea to do that. Like, I want to... is this good? Yeah, sure. Oh, nope, that was horrible, actually. Jesus. Like, I wanted to get more muscle in that area before I got a tattoo there. And I haven't yet. Oh, yeah, I lost. Yeah, I lost. Oh, come on. I hate this game so much. Like, not this game, this mini game. I hate it. Oh, come on. Stop. Jesus Christ. Like, I want to get a little bit more muscle there so it would, I don't know, look better. And I haven't done that yet. Will I be able to do that? Also unclear. And also, again, it's the money thing. Oh, come on. I hate this mini game so much. At least let me quit, you know? If Oh my god, this is actually painful. I actually had a physical reaction to that one. Oh my god. Oh, I hate this so much. Please, please put me out of my misery. Please, please, I beg of you. Please, please, please. Thank you. Oh my god. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm sorry. I hate this minigame so much. So yeah, another thing I planned and another thing I'm not sure that's going to happen. What else? I have the 3 trips. I mean, at least that I'm pretty sure that one of them I'm going to do because I already planned everything and I ordered the hotel and all that. So, and I am looking forward to it. Like, I have this weird thing where whenever like I get excited about the idea of traveling and going on a trip, like I pretty much immediately also get kind of bummed out by the fact that I'm going alone. And then like this kind I don't want to say stress, but it is kind of stressful to plan the trip and like figure out and look up places to go on the trip. Like all of that planning is also stressing me out, so that's also like brings me down. And then I go into this circle of like, oh, I don't want to do this, should I cancel everything and just stay home, to oh, but I really like I won't have any other time to go on trips, and I'm living in Japan, so and I want to do and go so many places and see so many things. But then like once I've actually finished planning everything and I guess paying for everything, like once that's done, I just get to that excitement phase of like, yeah, finally, like I can actually go and I am so excited to do that. Problem is, I only planned one of the 3 trips so far. I mean, technically, I kind of planned. I mean, I wouldn't really call that planned, but I have an outline for one of the day trips I'm planning to go on, which is better than nothing. And I am kind of excited to go there. Although again, I didn't really look it up too much, so we'll see. And then the last day trip, I haven't done anything yet, so we'll see how that goes, I guess. But if I don't know, I'm pretty confident that at least one of those I'll definitely go and do, which is good. But then, like the next thing, which again I'm not really sure I'll have time and motivation to do, would be I really wanted to try coding, like any form of coding. I had a little bit of experience in coding when I was in high school. No, actually in middle school. I had a little bit of experience in coding and I loved it so much. It was so fun for me. But ever since then, I've had nothing. And you know what, like my mom works in IT, and I don't know, maybe it kind of influenced me into thinking that it's a really fun thing that I should try. And I really did want to try that, but again, it's something that you have to dedicate entire days to like look up and learn and actually study and practice and you know, like so many new things to learn about, that I'm not sure I'll be able to do it. Because like the biggest thing is that I really want to be consistent in like posting videos. That's the one thing I really want to get back to. Like I've gotten back to it, but I want to stay in it even when classes start, which I'm not sure how I'm going to do that, but I will try my best to do it and like stay consistent and actually upload videos and, you know, have fun. And I'm thinking of even like using a face cam maybe in my next series. I wouldn't use it in all of the series, like especially not this, like chill and play, because like you know, camera insinuates that... Oh, you're very nice, Santa. A camera insinuates that you need to look nice. And to look nice, you need to dress nice. However, when I am inside my home, I wear pajamas. And if I wear pajamas, no camera will take a picture of me. No, 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 no. Absolutely not. So, like, because these videos are so, like, again, chill and, you know, just talking and just having fun, I don't want to be uncomfortable, I guess. And clothes, outside clothes, are not comfortable. Oh, there we go. So yeah, maybe like in my other series of like other games that I play, I am thinking of adding a face cam. But it also makes me think, like, I don't even know how I look when when I'm like thinking or doing games or stuff like that. So having that filmed and upload that to the internet, that will make me feel a little bit weird. But I also feel like it could be a good opportunity, I guess, to boost maybe my confidence, like not in the way that I think I'm super hot or whatever, because I don't. I think it's kind of the opposite. I have this kind of a complex with myself. I don't think that's actually saying in English, but like I have this thing where I know I'm not ugly, and sometimes I even think I'm quite hot. However, whenever I take pictures of myself or other people take pictures of me, I absolutely hate how I look. Like, really, I hate taking pictures because I don't think I look good in pictures at all. So I feel like maybe with the fact that lately, like in the last year or two, I kind of had a little bit of a confidence boost, not gonna lie. I used to think I was a lot uglier, but now I don't think that. I think I'm quite fine. I am not ugly and not super hot. If I put effort into myself, I can look hot with the right clothes and right, I don't know, hairstyle. If I washed my hair the previous day. So I don't know, maybe if like once in a while I will put that effort and like will film myself, maybe it will help me like gain a little bit of confidence. Maybe. Although again, the internet is a very harsh place, so I'm kind of scared I will get trolled. Oh, thank you, Rhonda. I love you. However, I mean, to be fair, up until now, in like all of my videos, I didn't have too... like actually, I barely have any negative, I guess, interactions. I would not even interactions. Like my comments are all positive. Like I haven't had a single negative comment on my gaming videos. And like even with like dislikes on videos, I also don't like, most of my videos don't have any dislikes on them. Like obviously the most popular ones do have a few, but even then it's like it's very well ratioed. I will not remember. Oh boy, yeah, I don't know. I'll give him that, and I'll give her... I genuinely don't remember this person. Oh, damn. Alright. Yeah, I should pay more attention, actually, to the customers. I'm talking and talking and talking, and I just don't see them. Actually, yeah, what's the point of me doing this game? Actually, I'm pretty sure she ordered the eggnog. And then this girl, I have no idea. Again, I don't remember her. Let's give her that now. that. Ah, damn. Well, yeah, there's no point in doing this. So yeah, like, my videos are generally doing fine. Like, positively. I am very curious to see how adding a face cam would affect the videos. Like, it's more, honestly, it's more of a curiosity thing than anything else. And I mean, worst case scenario, I can just private the video, delete it, whatever, edit it so my face wouldn't be showing or whatever. But yeah, I don't know, just to end this entire conversation, like, I also wanted to do like more creative things. Like, since I came to Japan, I had a lot of chances to gather like cards. Like, in Japan, it's quite popular for companies, or like there's like 1 or 2 companies that do that, that they make a collaboration with a certain anime franchise, and then they make a series of cards that like are mystery cards, but you don't just buy the cards. The thing is, you buy like a very cheap snack with it, but the point is to buy it for the cards, honestly. So like, since I came here, I've bought so many different of these, but it's just a stack of cards. What am I supposed to do with that? So I decided to do a collage with it, and I actually did it. That was the first thing I did this summer vacation for my list, and it turned out so cool, and I actually love it so much. It's framed, and I have it on like a shelf, and I really, really love it. And then another thing was, I really love doing 3D puzzles. It feels so therapeutic for me. So I bought 2, and yeah, I did them. Yeah, bottom line, not much more to that. Like, one of them is a book nook, which I absolutely love, and I already did one from the same series, so now I have 2 of the same series, and I absolutely love them so much. And then another one was like a globe that technically it can rotate, like, by twisting levers, but because I don't know if it's my fault for not waxing the shit out of everything while building it, or like, filing the wood down completely, but it's so hard to turn it, so I just don't. I just placed it in a certain standing, and it's just like that. But it was fun making it, and I did it, so you know what, I did do some of the things for my list, and I'm very proud of that. And that will be the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. It always like so bizarre to me that by the end of those videos, I just like, it's a situation where I just talk and monologue and talk to myself for like over an hour, and it's acceptable. Because like, if you're in actual like social situation with other living humans in the real world, it's absolutely unacceptable to do that. But it is very fun for me, because I don't have my family here, and I mean, I have friends, but not really like talk deep about life kind of friends. Like, all of the friends I have now in university are very like kind of surface level kind of friends, to be fair. Which, I mean, it is what it is. My best friend lives in America, so I can barely talk with her because of the time difference, and because she's busy, so this is very fun for me to, like, rant and get everything that I want to tell to the world. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please like, subscribe, comment something, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye!